Welcome back, everybody. I'm Edward Bilder, and I am back with some much needed updates on the economy as everything remains to be broken right now, okay? I hope this video serves you well and helps you find your path to the other side. Come out on the other side smiling and winning like I plan to, okay? I'm going to keep this short. I have a lot to talk about. I want to talk about the bond market, restaurants, mandates, all right, real estate. So stay through the end of the video here. I'll try and keep this as short as possible. But before we get into the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel to get your daily updates on small business and the economy and much more to help keep you guys ahead of the curve here, keep you guys learning how to earn new methods of revenue. I know I make that joke all the time where I earn money while I'm sleeping, but it truly does happen. I fall asleep at night and I wake up the next day earning more money each and every day. If you want to learn one of my secrets on how I do this, check out my crash course on Airbnb found in the description right now. It is on sale. Rush up there and grab it. And if you'd like to learn how you could partner with me, find me on Instagram and ask about my Zoom calls. Okay, I want to get into those updates around the economy, and I want to start out with restaurants. Now, I don't know if you guys follow Jim Cramer or not, but Jim Cramer goes back and forth on what he thinks and expects the market to do. Right now, he's indicating that more tough times are ahead of us. And I don't know, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm not personally dumping my money into the markets right now because I feel it's not real at the moment, okay? I want to talk about some things that are real and what is really happening inside the economy. I want to talk about restaurants here for a moment because there are some clear indicators of what small businesses can expect as we head into this winter. Now, restaurants are slowing down again, all right? I went out to a restaurant on Saturday. I was a party of 8. I got there right around 6:30. And we were seated immediately, okay? Seated immediately. That was the first time since the whole summer. I mean, we go out to eat quite a bit where we were immediately seated. Typically, we would have had an hour wait, maybe even a 2-hour wait, which we don't wait 2 hours. We just pick a different restaurant and see if there's better seating there. But a party of 8 was seated right away. I was even more surprised to hear that the restaurant would stop seating at 8 o'clock and shut down early due to limited staffing, okay? Now, I want to hear from all of you. Leave a message in the comments if this is also happening in your neighborhoods. I live near Scranton, Pennsylvania. That's Biden country. That's where Biden came from, okay? And I am right outside the Poconos, about 15 minutes from Scranton. And this is happening in my neighborhoods. Now, not only did I find this happening at restaurants, but I went to a local Burger King. Yes, I'm a fan of the Big King, okay? I went to a local Burger King to find that due to limited staffing, they would only be open from 8 to 8, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 12 hours, all right? That cuts out their whole breakfast crowd. And I know this Burger King at breakfast has a lot of customers, and it also cuts out their night crowd, all right? Really condensed that whole day. And I couldn't believe what I was seeing, so I checked some other fast food restaurants. I went to some other Burger Kings that were also owned by the same group. Found that they were also limited 8 to 8. I checked out some Taco Bells. I checked out some Dunkin' Donuts in the area, all limited hours due to staffing. And these are not good signs, all right? These are not good signs for what's happening to small businesses, small franchises. You think Burger King can survive on just 12 hours a day? I'm going to say absolutely not, okay? Now, I would agree that part of this is due to limited staffing, especially the restaurants, but I would be more likely to say that it's also due to the lack of customers. I was a party of 8, and I was seated immediately during dinner hour at 6:30. That was unheard of, okay? Unemployment checks are over, right? Funding from the pandemic programs are drying up, and people just do not have the extra cash to go out right now to these restaurants, all right? People barely have the money to even travel to the restaurants right now with the way gas prices are going on, okay? And with these new mandates that are coming out from the president, they could be forcing restaurants to shut down again or force them to eating outside. Now, I don't know if you know what the temperature is in my neighborhood, December through February, but I will not be eating outside, okay? Let me know in the comments if you're seeing this in your neighborhoods as well. And that leads us into mandates. Last Thursday, President Biden issued a mandate that all federal workers, in order to return to work, must be vaccinated, okay? No exceptions. Must be vaccinated in order to return to work. And he also asked the Department of Labor to make a rule that if you are a business of 100 or greater employees, that everybody must be vaccinated in order to return to work, or you'll have to receive weekly COVID tests. Now, Consumer Brand Association, this is a pretty big association. They handle clients like Procter & Gamble, Coca-Cola, General Mills, Amazon, and Target. they reached out to President Biden and asked a few questions because this is quite alarming, okay? I mean, what if you are exempt? If you're medically exempt from getting the vaccination, all right? So they want clarity from the White House. Must all employees be fully vaccinated to be returned to work? What if you're only partially vaccinated? Will this requirement only count for the FDA approved vaccinations? I mean, they're not all FDA approved at this point in time. What are the consequences for fake certifications? Now, I'm not recommending everybody go out and buy a fake certification, but these things are floating around on the market right now, okay? And who's responsible? Okay, who is responsible? Is it the employee's responsibility or is it the employer's responsibility to get all these people vaccinated? Will there be any waivers for the essential workers? Right? Big questions. But you know who is exempt? I just heard this today, and this is going to blow your mind, okay? Everybody in Congress is exempt from getting the COVID vaccination. This just blows my mind, all right? Now, the path of the current administration is they actually want to head towards passports, vaccinated passports, in order to cross state lines, just to cross state lines. They also want to check for passports when entering stores, restaurants, gyms, etc. You get the picture here, right? They want you, the small business owner, to police the people to ensure that they are vaccinated to enter your stores, all right? Now, UK took a stance on this. They are not requiring passports to leave the country, and they are also not policing mandates or any shutdowns in the any near future. They feel that it is not right to do that to their people, but here in the US, this is where we're heading. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. What will you do if your employer tells you you must be vaccinated in order to return to work? Leave a message in the comments. Now, while we're still talking about the White House, I want to point out what one White House economist replied when asked, when will inflation start to go down? And it was a specific question around when the prices in the grocery store will start to go down, all right? You're going to lose your mind when you hear what the response was. The economist replied, just stop eating meat. Yeah, just stop eating meat. He said meat right now is currently the only thing that's priced high in the grocery stores. I say this is a BS dodge, okay? He is dodging the fact. I mean, just forget even talking about prices of oil right now, which if the winter is colder than expected, they're predicting it to reach $200 a barrel, right? Right now it's $69.72 a barrel. That's equivalent to $3 to $5 at the pump. Imagine if it hits $200 a barrel, what it'll cost at the pump, $10 to $15? Let me know in the comments what you paid at the pump today. I paid $60 to fill my truck. Let me know what you're paying, where you guys are from, and let me know if the only thing in your grocery store right now that's high priced is meat. That just blew my mind. Stop eating meat, everybody. That's the big problem here with inflation, okay? And all of our problems will be solved. So what do you invest in this market right now? Leave me a message in the comments. Let me know what you guys are investing in right now, okay? I read this article with William Cohen in it, and he explains that the bond market right now and what the Fed is doing to create this fake sense of the economy. I mean, everything right now is fake, all right? It's this procedure to prop up the market. And I announced yesterday that the Fed is printing $120 billion every month to buy federally backed securities and federally backed mortgages right now, okay? In preparation to sell to other countries. It's just insane, okay? These banks have no other choice but to sell these to the Fed in order to keep their doors open. Buy it or don't buy it, but what I'll be doing, I'll be investing more heavily into cryptos and precious metals, especially silver and gold, primarily because they're tangible. I can hold them. Crypto can disappear just like that, right? And here's one of the reasons why. I read an article with Andy Shepman. He's the CEO of Miles Franklin Mint, okay? This guy sells precious metals. He sold $5 billion annually last year in precious metals, okay? And the message he wants to get across to everybody right now is that the demand for silver is going to exceed the amount of silver they can mine annually. Right now, they annually mine 800,000 ounces of silver, and the demand is over 1 billion. Now, at $25 an ounce, the current market price, he believes that because of this demand and supply chain shortages and the shortage of employees, that silver can increase to over $270 an ounce. I mean, that's 10 times your money. Take 10 grand, turn it into 100. And I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just pointing out the things that I'm doing right now. Very simple math, 20 grand, 200 grand, right? And it won't happen overnight, all right? It will climb slowly. But there are so many industrial uses for silver right now. It's just one thing that I can't pass up right now. Okay, so take that as a takeaway or don't. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. And remember, like I said yesterday, don't simply mortgage the house and then go and buy a bunch of silver, okay? Because your house doesn't cash flow and the silver will also not cash flow. If you want to actually mortgage against your house, go with a fixed rate mortgage right now and bet against the cash cows. I use real estate to bet against the cash cows, specifically B&Bs. I purchase single family homes, turn them into B&Bs. And just to share a little story, last year during the pandemic shutdown, when people weren't supposed to be traveling and people were supposed to be working from home, they were actually visiting my B&Bs, paid top dollar for their seclusion, okay? They wanted to work from home, they want to look out at nature, they want to be able to walk outside and not have people around them, okay? What I'm seeing right now, that trend is repeating, okay? As Delta climbs, so too are my bookings for the seclusion during this winter, all right? And with the big announcement that came from Microsoft that Microsoft employees will not go back to the office, this will be apparent for other big major companies out there. They will not return back to the offices, especially with all these mandates happening, okay? If this mandate goes into effect and forces employees to have all of their employees vaccinated in order to return to work or have this weekly cyclic COVID test, people aren't going to return back to work, all right? Which will mean that those companies, they can't lay off all those people. They need them to work right now. They will be working from home. That's what I'm seeing happening right now, all right? So leave me a message in the comments if you think this is going to happen. I mean, commercial real estate is going to take a major hit right now. It's going to be devastating, okay? The big cities are going to be majorly affected by this, all right? I thank you so much for tuning in to another video today. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications so you get your updates each and every day. And remember, if you'd like to learn all of my secrets on what I'm doing right now inside of real estate to generate all this cash cow money and make it just appear in my bank account each and every morning, rush up to the description right now and check out my crash course on Airbnb where you can get into the real estate game with a $50 bill in your hand. Yeah, 50 bucks. Cash flow in 3 business days through Airbnb, earning an extra $5,000 to $10,000 each and every month. There's no major credit checks to do this, and you don't have to own the real estate to do this. Rush up to the description and check out my crash course on Airbnb. It's on a mega sale right now. It will not last forever, so go and grab that course today. And if you'd like to learn how you can partner with me and my current B&Bs, find me on Instagram and ask about my Zoom calls Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also am holding a B&B boot camp in the very near future here in 2 weeks' time. It is a 6-week course. You're going to get personal support from me to start your B&Bs and propel them into the future here, all right? So check me out on Instagram and leave a message that you want to hear about my B&B boot camp. That's going to do it for today, folks. I wish you all the best, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Bye for now.